Hey guys, Rockshield here. This time, bringing you a completely unsustainable, consume-heavy one pull of the SM-Armory dungeon, including the boss. So the reason I wanted to try this is after seeing the consistent 2-pull without any consumables, I was curious if there was a version of running SM-Armory where even with some consumables, it might be a sustainable 1-pull that would be really cool to power level players with. Unfortunately, as you'll see over the course of this video, this type of pull is just not sustainable for a Paladin in my experience. So before discussing more of the consumables, etc., if anybody does have a way of completing this dungeon, one pull sustainably in any form, consumables included, as a Paladin, please do let me know. As in my experience, I was only able to get this once, and that was probably due to the RNG. So here you see I use Blessing of Protection, heal myself up, and then immediately pop the Swiftness Potion and run ahead of the pack. I grab every mob that I can to make sure that it is the most authentic attempt to get a 1-pull. At this point here, with the Swiftness Potion having worn off, you see I try to side strafe the mob a bit, hoping that I can get less damage incoming, but that one mob up there, that Protector who runs in, is a bit of a pain, so I'm in a difficult spot here, but you see that RNG saves me right there. I get some heals from my lifesteal items just when I needed it. So at this point, it's still quite intense. It's not like there's any room for error, and I don't have any potions either, so it's not like I can use limited invulnerability or something. But now that I have the whole pack on me and my health is semi-stable, I go ahead and bubble, and I open the door. Before I drop down, I'll use a Goblin Sapper charge because I don't want to fight too many of them as I face Herod at the same time. Like I may have mentioned in my previous videos, Herod is quite hard hitting for a boss of this level and has a large health pool. Much larger than either of the two bosses in Scarlet Monastery Cathedral, I believe. And if it's not larger, which it very well might not be, it's simply because of his mechanic with the magic damage, makes it so much more difficult for us Paladins to bring him down. So at this point here, toss myself a few heals, and the bulk of the difficult part of the pull is now over. There is still some difficulty here in the resource management of my mana, etc. But you see with the many consumables I use, the Intellect, Fortitude, Armor, and Troll's Blood Elixir, that allows me to judge Seal of Wisdom comfortably to focus on my mana regen and believe that with my gear and consumables that the health pool will stay fine. In addition to that, you see the same 2 Druid buffs as well as Blessing of Sanctuary that are consistent from run to run between myself and my one level 53 Druid alt on a second account. At this point, there isn't too much more to the cleanup other than simply the time that it will take me to bring down Herod. And you can just imagine between the loot and bringing down Herod is actually just the least efficient part of this pull as a Paladin. You know, if we had any level of melee ability, you know, it would go faster, but we're not exactly the best class at that. So here, finally bring down Herod and finish up looting. Of course, you do get a nice chest per run, which is a great part of SM-Armory. And as we head out of the dungeon, this completely unsustainable consume-heavy pull is completed in approximately 9 minutes and 15 seconds. And yes, not sustainable at all. So what I want to show you now are the lowlights of my attempts in trying this dungeon. And no, these are all unique deaths. Run after run after run, thinking I have a chance. Lo and behold, oh look at this, it looks like I might get some more healing procs. Oh, no RNG. And so this is exactly why it's not sustainable, is because it depends so much on the RNG. There's no potion I can use here. All my cooldowns are spent regarding potions. So it was a valiant attempt, but not sustainable, but an enjoyable process to discover this all. With that, I want to say thank you for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Light be with you all. Take care, and thanks again.